Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee, the one and only.
And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
The fighters have got to stay focused, concentrate, don't get carried away. They're not part of the carnival. They're the action.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. No rest for the weary. Good counter punch. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Both men step back for just a moment. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The jab not finding its target. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. That hook won't score. That jab misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That bell could not have...
Just take the round off.
And there's the bell for round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Just missed with that jab. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without it.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Can't land that jab. No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Perfect counter shot. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You had everything in the bag.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. Couldn't land that jab. That left hook missed. Beautiful counter punch. They exchange punches. Those counter punches have to hurt. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent.
Don't forget the jab, don't get caught right.
On to the 5th we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and the court.
I need you to focus on what you're doing.
There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. A lot of effort being exerted here. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. Missing with that right hook. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round.
And right. Now listen to him. I need you to go.
And there's the bell to start round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Do you believe this? That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope that just...
And we enter the 8th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Punch, counter punch. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This fight has a real good flow to it. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Not the way either one of these fighters hoped it would go, but they can't be too upset. No one loses here. This fight's a draw.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree. I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward